Amanda, and we are Group 8. So today we will be discussing about our topic, communication in the workplace during pandemic. So without further ado, let's start. The concept of a virtual office is not new. According to Global Workplace Analytics, 5 million people work at least half-time from home in 2018. This figure had risen by April 2020, early in the outbreak. According to Gallup panel data, 62% of all working persons work from home as a result of the pandemic. Employers have been compelled to adapt as a result of COVID-19, and there has been a surge in remote employment that will likely continue in the aftermath of the virus. Remote work has been shown to enhance employee productivity by 13%, according to a Stanford University research, and remote workers are 13% more likely to stay in their positions for the next 5 years, according to all labs. To fully profit from remote work, management must recognize and address some of the disadvantages of the virtual workplace. 22% said they had trouble unplugging after work, 19% said they were lonely, and 17% said they had less teamwork. Furthermore, according to the Harvard Business Review, those who work remotely believe they are disadvantaged in having their priorities met, that they are gossiped about behind their backs, and that their projects are modified without their involvement. These sentiments illustrate that communication is a major issue in an online workplace. Accordingly, management should focus on enhancing organizational communication skills with and among employees in order to improve remote relationships, enhance collaboration, and productivity. Businesses had adjusted their management practices even before COVID-19 to address the new communication barriers erected by remote work. The MIT Sloan Management Review published a study in 2018 on effective communication strategies in virtual workplaces. They found the 5 best practices to be matching the technology to the task, making intentions clear, staying in sync, being responsive and supportive, and being open and inclusive. Since the spread of COVID-19, the attention of experts in the field has turned to similar concerns. Harvard Business School professor Michael Beer encouraged organizations to facilitate honest conversations. Beer believes that the antidote to discouragement in the workplace is allowing the easy spread of information from bottom to the top. Beer recommends that managers ask employees for feedback and pass the information on to managers. Professor Amy C. Edmondson emphasizes the importance of establishing psychological safety. First, so that employees feel more comfortable sharing their thoughts. Similarly, McKinsey advises executives to use more empathy. COVID-19 is a widespread tragedy and management cannot know for sure who and to what extent is affected. Managers need to be aware of their employees' potential struggles and react with empathy. Establishing an emphatic attitude will help foster honest conversations between employees and management, which will help mitigate the negative impact of working remotely on communication. It is critical that organizations adapt to changing times and new needs by implementing these approaches to organizational communication. The new norms and expectations that the COVID-19 pandemic has imposed on the workplace will change management strategies forever. If companies do not begin to restructure lines of communication now, the lack of adoption will put them at a disadvantage. A company dedicated to improving communication in the workplace does more than alleviate misunderstandings and future conflicts. Companies with high demands on communication are positioned to achieve sustainable success. Good communication in the workplace is critical to all business goals. Determination, building a corporate culture, avoiding confusion, getting the job done, creating responsibility, and increasing revenue year after year. An environment that promotes open, honest, and clear communication creates a safety net for investigating creative ideas that are necessary for innovation. A study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that the right office environment can also increase employee productivity by up to 25%. Teams that connect during routine communication or none are more likely to have higher job satisfaction, reducing absenteeism, sick days, and turnover. People who feel understood at work, for their part, do their best to understand clients, and with the modern tools making it easier than ever to adapt smarter communications, you don't need to delay major improvements sooner rather than later.
Hello everyone, I am Jeremy Dawayan, and what I'm going to report now is all about why good workplace communication is vital to success. When poor communication is present in the workplace, productivity suffers and confusion rises. It is equally difficult for manager to recognize employees for their good work and execution of the business plan or change of direction in a digestible way. Something as basic as giving clearly instruction was cited as a challenge by 19% managers. Poor communication causes employees to feel unsatisfied, stressed, and disengaged. A 2019 survey by Dynamic Signal found that an effective communication causes stress for 80% of U.S. workers, a 30% increase from 2018. Worse yet, 63% of respondents said they wanted to stop smoking due to poor communication, and stress affected their ability to work. That almost double the 33% who wanted to quit in 2018 due to poor communication in the workplace. The problem goes all the way, with 17% of employees recommending firing their CEO for communication failures. Internal communication greatly affects external perception of your company. Given the impact of poor communication of employee satisfaction and engagement, its impact can affect a company's competitiveness. 76% of potential new hires research employee opinions before applying for or taking on a new position. According to Glassdoor, a third of job applicants only apply to a company if it has a rating of 3 or more stars.
6 ways to improve communication in the workplace. Number 1 is encourage your team to use a writing assistant tool. A digital writing assistant is a simple yet powerful tool that employees can use to polish their message and get their points across in the most effective way possible. The second one is audit your employee communication channels. People have different communication preferences, so it is important to consider as many channels as possible. Phone, email, and face-to-face meetings are standard means of communication in any workforce. But companies are increasingly using collaboration platforms like Slack to manage projects and Zoom to connect remotely. Distributing employee surveys can help gauge whether your team sees current method as effective or bothersome. An employee communication channel audit asks several basic questions. So here are the basic examples. First one is, are you getting the information you need when you need it? The second one, how would you rate the effectiveness of the following communication channels? And what are your preferred sources of information? What do you want to know more about? How easy is it for you to find information or contact key individuals when necessary? And you'll want to consider some of the following questions in your internal review. What is the channel meant to do, and how is it currently being used? Are similar channels currently used to achieve the same goals? Do better channels exist to inform the right people more effectively? Is the information in this channel consistently updated with the latest information? How do users feel about this channel? Can any improvement be made? Are there objective ways to measure the effectiveness of a communication channel? So here are some of the best communication tools to work across different channels to provide a seamless experience. Before implementing a new tool or dashboard, make sure it works on the various channels you use. So this is the continuation of the 3 ways. Number three is invite employees to communicate their ideas and concern. Encourage employees at all levels to voice their ideas, concerns, and suggestions. Go beyond inviting questions and comments. Provide a visual guide to illustrate how employees are listened to. 4. Give continual, honest feedback. The best managers not only have a habit of getting their team members to do well done tasks, but they also provide regular feedback on how to grow. This feedback should be constructive, helpful, and include clear practical steps. 5. Use visuals to augment written communication. The social sciences research network found that 65% of people are visual learners, and 3 million similarly found that people can process image 60,000 times faster than text. Therefore, providing a graph, chart, video, photo, infographic, or other visual aid alongside the next is a better way to improve understanding. Number 6, break the ice with team building activities and social events. Feeling of isolation can diminish productivity by up to 21% according to a Gallup study. On the other hand, Harvard Business Review reported that socializing between team members improves communication by more than 50%. So, those are the 6 ways of communication.
We have here 10 benefits of effective communication in the workplace. Number 1, less misunderstanding. Clarify how each employee contributes to the achievement of corporate goals without overlooking important information. Number 2, healthy workplace culture. Develop good working relationship with employees through fair communication so they can trust management. Number 3, non-threatening environment. Access employee opinions while conveniently sharing their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. Number 4, solve conflicts easily. An easy way to tackle the issue behind any conflict and turn it into something creative. Number 5, team spirit. Promote the desire to work on a common goal for a working environment without problems. Number 6, increases self-esteem. People will feel better socially knowing that your message will be delivered as expected. Number 7, clear direction. Employee knows exactly what is expected of each of them and what steps need to be taken. Number 8. Stronger teamwork. Build relationships and trust as the team works well through good communication. Number 9. Higher employee job satisfaction. It leads to satisfied employees who not only give their best, but also stick around for a long time. Number 10. Business success. The company gains knowledge by reducing fluctuation rates, since satisfied employees equate to a successful company.
Advantages and disadvantages of employees working at home. These are the advantages of employees working from home. Flexibility and agility. Homework allows more agility and flexibility in work arrangements when employees are no longer tied to an office. They may be better positioned and more willing to work flexible hours, such as early or later in the day or even on the weekend. This can help you meet certain business needs. For example, when it comes to customer living in a different time zone. Improve employee retention. Working from home can help retain employees as the flexibility of working from home can help them meet childcare needs, reduce commuting, and allow them to adapt their work to their personal life. If you work from your home, the staff will also feel more at the confidence level of your employer, which allows the loyalty of the employees to help. Attract new talent. Homework can be offered as an incentive to work for you and attract new talent to your company. Just being able to work from home gives you an advantage in the job market over competitors who don't offer homework to their employees. Increase productivity. With fewer interruptions than would normally occur in an office environment. In contrast, working from home allows for a calmer environment that allows for more concentrated work. You may also find that employees are working longer as they can use their travel time savings to start earlier, later, or both. Increase staff motivation. Working from home makes employees feel more secure in their employer because the employment relationship is not so closely monitored and employees have some autonomy to perform their jobs. Employees will also be happier if they develop a home work routine that suits them better, and this can help them feel more motivated to do their best. Improve staff health and well-being. Working from home eliminates the stressful daily commute for your employees. These time savings also allow employees additional health benefits such as getting more sleep, spending more time with family, exercising, or preparing healthier meals. Financial benefits. Savings on office space, stationery, utility bills, and other facilities. Employees can also take advantage of HM revenue or customs tax benefits for working from home. Convenience. You may have employees who visit customer sites frequently and therefore are not in the office regularly. Allowing you to install from home can be more convenient and will result in more time and cost savings. Better work or life balance. Working from home can help employees improve their work-life balance. For example, employees who have to travel can use this time for themselves and thus creates the basis for a better balance between work and life. Employees can also adjust to housework around their workday so they have more free time at night. Example, loading or unloading the dishwasher or preparing dinner during the lunch break. Technology makes it easier. The internet has made it possible for employees to be constantly connected to the office. Tools like Skype have made communication between coworkers and teams much easier and can sometimes lead to more efficient and effective meetings. Less sickness absences. Employees feel happier and more energetic working from home, and therefore their immune systems are less likely to be compromised by exhaustion. The fact that employees work in isolation also reduces the probability of spreading infections than in the case of an office. And last, for the advantages of employees working from home is less need for regular holidays. Working from home can be like taking a break from the office when people are still working. Employees who work from home feel more energetic and able to spend more time with their family, and therefore do not feel the need to take as many vacations. However, it is your duty as an employer to ensure that employees take their vacations.
Uh, Disadvantages of employees working from home doesn't suit everyone. Though there are some disadvantages to employees working at home, most of these relate to those working from home for all, as opposed to part of their working week. Working from home doesn't suit everyone. Working from home may not suit everyone's personality or ability. Stop feeling isolated. People who work from home can feel disconnected from their colleagues and from the organization as a whole, which naturally allows for an office environment. Difficulty monitoring performance. Difficulties could arise in managing home workers and monitoring their performance. Home distractions. While working at home eliminates the distraction that can arise in the office when a worker does not have a reasonably quiet workplace at home, they can easily be distracted by noises from the house or the other members of the household. So we have a lot of distractions at home, so sometimes we cannot focus in our work. Potential burnout. When an office provides a clear physical separation between work and personal life, working from home can make employees forget to distinguish between work and personal life. Cost of working from home. Acquisition, cost for training and provision of appropriate.
The coronavirus pandemic has given some employers who might not otherwise have considered working from home a practical look at the impact it is having on their businesses and employees. It has allowed employers to experience firsthand the ins and outs of working from home. This experience can be very helpful in feeding the future direction of employee work practices. A shift to working from home does not mean that employees only have to work from home. Often, the most productive solution is to divide the time between home and work, and you may want the home worker to attend meetings to keep them fully involved and up to date. That's all. Thank you for listening. Bye!
That's all, and thank you for listening. God bless.